All right, welcome back, Lars Gagner Linux Gaming, and
it is good to see you.
What's
let's
going on?
get a bit of a nap. Not much.
Is there a way to go?
Doesn't really matter local time as we're in a space station. Be lit up just fine. But we should catch some Z's.
Faster than the speed of...
Alright, Red Gagner needs to continue on this mission of the ingredient. Drop a cheesesteak and some Coke.
And none of that
What's
grab
the
tech
matter?
cheating.
Did I wear you out?
There we go. Now, let's head to the clinic. Thought I was already there, but nope. That's better. Dock up. Let's see what we can do about these yahoos.
And we're locked in.
Let's get on board. Now, do we need to
Ever run into
negotiate
spacers?
with this guy?
Scumbag.
If we do, then we should probably get into a business suit. Do we have any IPO? No, we don't.
Hags and scavengers. You're like
All right.
vultures. Taking away
Oh.
the leftovers of common.
I think you're around here, aren't you? Hey, buddy.
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only.
That's nice. Part of a confidential medical task force. I'm here to investigate an outbreak.
An outbreak? I haven't heard anything about this.
I said it's confidential. We don't want to start a panic, so I need you to keep your mouth shut.
Understood. Here's an access card. Good luck.
Idiot. All right. Ooh, we've got the issue, don't we? Hold on. Let me fix this for us. All right, that's better. Got my face back.
Sean, I don't want to go over this again. I'm tired, all right? Just not today.
You can't be... Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area.
Infinity Ltd sent me so I could personally update them on your progress.
In that case, you'll want to speak to Dr. Lane.
All right. Oh, there's the shipment.
I'm not
Hey,
ruining
buddy.
my career over this. Excuse
No?
me, but this is a restricted area. You need to leave.
Infinity Ltd sent me.
Checking up on us? I feel like we should be the ones checking up on you. What do you want?
I need a verbal update on the project.
Of course you do, because daily reports simply aren't good enough. The third group, like the others, failed to take the internal neuroamp, all resulting in death, with the exception of one, currently comatose. Sean and I are hopeful we'll be able to revive the subject, but until we receive proof of human trial authorization, any fourth group will be refused.
So you did this without authorization? This is a third group of subjects you lost?
Don't act so surprised. Infinity is well aware. In fact, I remind him of those statistics in every report I send, which happens to be daily. The standard response is always, failure is to be expected, but keep pushing forward.
Understood. With results like those, I'd be halting the testing too.
Well, you'd be the first from Infinity to think so. It's a relief to know they have at least one employee with some sense. Now, anything else I can help you with?
I need the Rothsite shipment. We're going to handle that ourselves.
Good. I specialize in neurosurgery, not chemistry. It's absurd you'd expect us to handle something like this in a medical lab. It's on the table. It's all yours. Anything else?
No, I'm good. Thanks, buddy. Why didn't you quit after the first group?
Let's just say I was blinded by my own determination to restart my career. I'm pretty sure my feelings in the past are why Infinity hired me in the first place. They knew I'd be desperate to regain the respect of my peers, and failure would mean utter ruin.
No, that's all.
Good. Now, if you'll excuse me, work to do.
Let's go. Come on, Sarah. We're out of here. I prefer my Navy fatigues, to be honest. Tradition. All right, let's
that
rock
outbreak
and
is
roll.
still contained.
Yeah, thanks,
What are
buddy.
you waiting for? Get in there.
Yeah, well, I need to make a delivery. I'll be back. All right. Back to Neon Core. Wonder if the elevator's still broken.
This is the only shop in town where you'll find neuroamps like these.
R&D, I believe. Something's definitely broken. But we'll get through it.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Wow.
Just
Hey.
hand Vina the
Is that
Nina.
my beautiful shipment?
Oh yeah.
You were right about this one, Masako.
I always get the job done.
So I've heard. Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1?
Ecliptic was there to roll out the red carpet for me when I landed.
I knew something bad had happened. Were there any survivors?
No one lived. Ecliptic killed them all.
Sicking Ecliptic on a station with nothing but miners and scientists? Corporations can sink low, but this is a new level. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there?
I found records Ecliptic rerouted the shipment to the clinic for Dr. Kendrick Lane.
Dr. Lane? I believe Vina is familiar with his work, specializing in neurosurgery. Were you able to determine what he was doing at the clinic?
Well, performing illegal human trials to perfect their internal neuroamp?
So, it sounds like Lucas has reached a new level of desperation to ensure his future as CEO.
To hell with corporations and CEOs and profit margins. People have died, and you aren't showing the least bit of remorse. Ugh.
I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rotha site secure, it's almost time for us to make our move.
Infinity's research is dead in the water without Rothsite.
Exactly. Without the Rotha site, their research comes to a halt. Head up to the executive floor and speak to Dalton. He has an update for you on the mole's identity. I've called a meeting, and I expect you to attend. It's time to put the final plan in motion.
It's good to see you again.
Great. Another meeting. All right, let's do our little trick here. Fix the elevator. You guys got to work on that elevator.
You in a buying mood today?
Ah, crap. Executive offices, I guess. Yep, we're good. Dalton.
My company's future might be riding on this deal.
We gotta talk,
I've got
buddy.
my eye on you.
Good. All right on time.
Yes.
I
Gonna talk?
reevaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. Ularu is the mole.
Mm-hmm.
I had a feeling Imogene wasn't responsible. That poor woman.
That was weird. Does this mean we can bring Imogene back in?
In due time. I'll be reaching out, but right now we need her to remain in hiding.
Well, I knew she was innocent.
Yes. You made the right call. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree Ularu is guilty, we need irrefutable evidence before presenting this to the board.
Okay.
For now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogene was the mole, and the situation was dealt with.
Must that poor woman's name be continuously dragged through the mud? These nonsensical decisions need to stop.
Okay, Sarah. Thanks. Understood. We want solid proof that no one can question.
The people we're dealing with will expect nothing less. Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program. So this could provide the evidence we're looking for. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity. So before you go, I want you to bring that program to me.
All right. I'll make sure you get that program. We'll let Alaro take herself down.
I can't imagine a more satisfying ending. Now, let's attend a meeting.
Oh, great. Let's attend a meeting. Sarah, that was hilarious. All right, let's do the meeting. I should set up my chunk shop. Sarah, you could sit in the other chair. Or you can just stare
We
at people.
called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Imogene confessed to working for Infinity Ltd.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogene is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget, the mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives.
Well, maybe someone should be keeping better tabs on their employees.
I know you're not insinuating that this is my fault.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority the experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
Mm-hmm. Let's not forget Infinity hired mercenaries to kill all personnel at CM Station RC-1.
Botched human trials and murder for hire? You don't bounce back from that. At least not with Infinity's legal team.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
Yeah, but
That'd
not
make
yet.
my job easier.
David it is, then.
Misako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this.
Hardly. It's not like I have much of a choice.
You always have a choice. You just have to decide which set of consequences you prefer to live with. Vina will be waiting for you in the neuroamp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
All right. Let's do our little dance again here. Gotta fix that elevator, guys. Seriously.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. Always thinking of me. Oh, that's not what we wanted. All right. As we do our dance because of the broken elevator.
I can't wait for my next break.
All right. Whatever works for you, buddy. Vina, R&D.
Something you might be interested in.
Thanks, Sarah.
A lot on your mind? Actually, yes, I do. Here you are.
Ah, biosuppressant. Might need that after
keep out
surgery
of my way
here.
and I'll keep out of yours. Are you sure you're okay? You left me.
I have to admit, I'm a bit jealous of Ryujin's gorgeous design aesthetic.
I'm curious.
The fact that the neuroamp can control people against their will is disgusting. The device shouldn't be allowed to exist.
Yeah, they
Double
closed
check
the
those
vents.
measurements are right. Anesthesia always makes me nervous.
medical practices without human oversight.
Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey.
Yeah, just don't fry my brain, please.
Oh, don't worry. That's not on the agenda. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple-checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured.
Let's get this over with. I've got a corporation to take down.
Fine, fine. I get it. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
I hope you know what you're doing. I worry about you. Be safe.
I'll be fine, Sarah. Don't worry. Sarah's gonna watch. Great. Nope.
All right.
She's not.
Let's get this party started.
Yeah, anesthetic always makes me dehydrated.
Well,
Sorry,
well,
been
look
standing
who's
there the whole
finally up.
time.
The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing.
Is that blood there? Huh. Hold on.
Hey there.
It's better.
So, how are you feeling? You look good?
Does this mean the procedure was a success?
Huge success. No surprises, no signs of rejection. You were the ideal subject. Now, we just keep our fingers crossed and hope no unknown side effects come creeping in later.
Thanks for the reassurance. Alright, everything seems to be
That's
the same.
exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation.
Okay. How long does it last?
Let's just say it varies based on the user. Some people have greater mental capabilities than others, which would increase the duration.
Alright.
Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says.
Alright, let's see what it can do.
That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
Sure. F to open scanner, E to social skills. Let's go. Marcus, get the key. No, Marcus, get the key. All right. Now. Marcus. Open the door. Focus. Open the door. Something's broken. Something's broken here. There we go. Now it works.
On the one hand,
It's a little
I'm
buggy.
fascinated by the incredible technology. On the other, I'm terrified what could happen should this fall into the wrong hands.
Me too.
I've never been so divided about something in all my life.
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
Alright, let's get this done. Come on, Pierre.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects?
That was too easy. This kind of tech should be banned.
Well, luckily that isn't up for you to decide. I hope you know, you're talking about banning my life's biggest accomplishment.
I'd even go as far as to call it the settled system's biggest accomplishment. That's something Ryujin isn't going to let go of easily. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech.
Oops. Forgot I was paused up. Well, you just missed a little chunk there. We need to go talk to Masako in her office because, well, that all worked. All right. Doing the dance. Oh, I'm thirsty as heck. That'll fix that. Probably use some food too. And we're good.
Welcome back. Can I interest you in anything?
No. See if Red can do this better than Lars did.
I've been waiting.
This could be the most important meeting of my career.
Good, you're here. I wasn't sure how accurate Vina's promise of no downtime was going to be.
Let's just hope her promise of no brain damage holds true as well.
Great.
Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity LTD. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries.
I'll make him pay with his life.
No, death is too good for our enemies. We prefer to teach them hard lessons and give them the rest of their lives to reflect on their mistakes. Behind bars. All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity LTD. You have 2 options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you.
Am I really going to attend a meeting?
Of course not. The meeting is just a legitimate way in. Once inside, you'll be led to a waiting room where your host will be running late. That's your opportunity to make your way to either the executive floor or R&D.
All right, I'll figure it out.
As long as you're prepared when the time comes. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
Okay.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse. So I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
R&D's on the bottom. Okay, got it. I will be fine.
That's what we're counting on. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity LTD, all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp.
What about the people that know about it, like Lucas?
Anyone who comes forward to defend Lucas would be prosecuted as either aiding or being an accessory to these crimes. They all know career suicide when they see it. As for Lucas himself, if he wants to speak up and add corporate theft to his laundry list of crimes, fine. But who's going to believe him?
With tech like that, I can see why you'd want to maintain control of the narrative, though I strongly object to the methods.
Thanks, Sarah.
If the media were to draw their own conclusions, I'm certain they'd just create a panic among people. Controlling the narrative is of the utmost importance.
Oh, let's just hope this program is as thorough as you say then, and as safe.
No, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. In fact, unless they're a master at being one with the shadows, I'd suggest you leave your friend behind. Lower the risk.
It's probably a good idea.
Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail.
Cool. Sounds good.
I'd highly advise you use it. This assignment isn't the time to test your abilities. The only thing you're out there to prove is that you can get this job done. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help
goody.
reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible.
Oh, thank you. Well, suit or no suit, they'll never know I was there.
That's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are.
Alrighty.
SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story.
Hey, I'll make sure David gets a slate.
Good. I guarantee the moment he scratches the surface on that story, you'll have a broadcast sent to every system. So, any final questions before you go?
No, I'm ready.
Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way.
All right, thanks.
Don't screw this up. Skylar Lumen?
Skylar Lumen. All right, thank you. Rock and roll.
I hate waiting. It's just more time to doubt myself. Ryujin certainly spared no expense on the exec floor.
Don't cause any trouble.
I won't. Don't worry. Dalton.
You have the program.
Here? Do what you need to do?
With pleasure. So, let's take a look. Aha! The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network.
Uh-huh.
One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials.
Mm-hmm.
First Imogene, now Masako. Ularu keeps using people as rungs on the way up the ladder. Any one of us could be next.
I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right.
All right,
now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt.
Good. Then let's nail Ularu right to the wall. She deserves everything that's coming her way.
Mm-hmm. One down, one to go. Time to make Infinity. Pay Infinity a visit.
Yes. I'm looking forward to putting this all behind us. Without that falsified evidence, Ularu is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
All right. And with that, thanks for joining the Adventures of Red Gagner in our modded Starfield. We'll be back with the rest of this mission. Take care of yourselves, and if you can, take care of someone else. And an updated schedule for Lars Gagner Linux Gaming. We're almost at 125, which was my stretch goal for December 2024. We have mornings, Lorem Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Starfield with Lars on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Afternoons, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Starfield Modded with Red Gagner, and then Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday is Lotro, which we just got started. And evenings, we're going pretty well World of Warcraft. Fresh Hardcore on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then our Fresh WoW. We might mix that up a little bit. I'm not necessarily going to do the whole playthrough all recorded, but we'll be doing that on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Sundays will be surprise or other things. Thank you so much for following, for commenting, and please take care of yourself, and if you can, take care of somebody else.